Hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Mary and welcome to another Craft Day Monday, where every Monday I post a new video. In today's video I am going to be doing a fall hat decor, and no, it's not a hat that we can wear on our head, but it is one that we can hang on our door or anywhere in your house if you choose to. So basically all you're going to need for this project is a hat. I got this from Dollar Tree. It had a pink ribbon on it, but I took it off. You're going to need, I think how you pronounce it is raffia. It's basically straw, is what I call it. You're going to need some flowers of your choice, anything you want to use. These came from Dollar Tree. You're going to need some scissors, a Sharpie. I am going to be using pink chalk pastel, some black felt, and some burlap ribbon. I got this from Dollar Tree also. So I'm just going to move all this stuff back over, and I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera down so y'all can see what I'm doing. So the first thing I do is I take my hat and I got my glue gun getting hot, because you're going to need that too. And I'll put a list of everything you're going to need in the description box. So what I'm going to do, first I'm just going to go ahead and let my gun get hot. And I'm going to I took some of my straw and I took it out of the bag, and I have some here. And I went ahead and folded it over like this. So this is what it looks like. We got a long piece here. I just folded it over, and I took my scissors. Let's grab the scissors. And I cut a piece off. And basically what I did with the scissors is my piece that I cut off, I went ahead and tied it around to make a little knot to hold all of it together. And I'm going to do that one more time. So just going to tie a little knot right here on there. Grab your scissors and cut off the extra. I'm just going to put that to the side because I will be using that in another project. So now that we have that, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to let's turn this a little bit. I'm going to take my ribbon or my straw, and I'm just going to glue it here. So you're just going to put a dab of hot glue here. Be very careful. So I'm just going to let me see. I want to make sure I got everything centered. So I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue right here. And I am going to take and put this right on top of that hot glue, and we're just going to hold this here for a minute and let that dry. And I'm just going to continue to hold it because it's not quite dry yet. Now that it's dry, I'm going to go ahead and fold it down just like this. So now I'm going to grab some hot glue, and I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of hot glue right down through here. And you're just going to go ahead and tuck it. And I'm just going to hold that, let that dry. And I'm just going to go ahead and put one more dab of glue right here. And I'm just going to hold that also, being very careful that I don't burn myself. Now that we have that, this part is totally up to you. You can leave this long or you can cut it. And I think I am going to just cut mine a little bit because I don't want it this long. So I'm just grabbing everything and I am just going to go ahead and make a cut right here. And I'm going to save this because I am going to use that for another project. So this is what we have so far. And this is what I'm just playing around with it, just trying to get everything smoothed out. And this is what we have so far. I'm going to turn this back around so I continue working with it. Now, here's where we decorate. Now, if you want to decorate with your flowers, you just feel free to do it any way you want to. So I think I'm going to use one of these. I think I might use one of these. So basically, I'm just kind of going to I'm just taking off some of the leaves. And I think I'll use all of that. And we have some different colors here. And this is where it gets fun. Just kind of be creative and just do whatever. I'm just placing them on here and just playing around with it to see exactly where I want stuff to be. And I'm just going to cut this little piece off so it'll lay flat. I'm going to put one here. So I'm just going to put some hot glue on the back of this. And I am just going to go ahead and tuck that down in here like this. And I'll put another one here. So grab a glue stick. The same thing. We're going to cut this off, that piece off, and make it flat. Put some hot glue on it. And just pick a place that you want to stick it. I'm going to do mine like this. And I think I'll do, let's see, let's move this down like this. I think I'm going to do another flower so it can match like over on this side, like this. Now I'm going to go ahead, take my scissors, cut off the end, and I think I'm going to put that right here. So more hot glue. And then I am going to just go ahead and stick that right here. And now I am just going to grab some of the leaves and now see, this is where it gets interesting, because you can make this look, you can add as much as you want. And I don't want to do too much to it because I don't want to take away from what it is. So maybe I'll cut this in half. Cut this end off. Take these. And what I'm going to do is just cut these in half. Like this. So I have some random little pieces. And I have some different colors here. So I think I'll cut like that. And I'm just going to randomly, I guess, pick a place that I want to stick these. And this is where you get creative. I really didn't have an ideal of what I wanted it to look like. I'm just doing it on a whim. I'm just kind of putting it together as I go. And I'm going to take my hand and push that under there to make sure that everything sticks in place. So that's what we have so far. And I'm not going to use no more of those, I don't think. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to go ahead and grab another piece of this ribbon or this yarn or hay, and I'm just going to just put like a little tie here to make this like a ponytail, kind of. And we're just going to go ahead and tie it. And I'm going to go ahead and tie this off again. And I'm just going to cut away the extra. And we're going to do the same thing over on the other side. So I am just going to grab this. And I want to make sure that I got it about even. So I'm just going to tie this here. Like that. So we're just basically just tying a knot. Pull that kind of tight. Cut off the extra. Now that we have that cut off, I am going to go ahead and I need to bring this down a little bit. Take this one up a little. So now I'm just going to put a dab of glue here. And we're just going to stick that there. And I'm going to hold that for a little bit and let that dry. And now we're going to do the same thing over here. Just grab a little bit of glue, put it down, and stick this right on it. Just like that. Hold it there and let it dry. So that's what we have so far. And I'm going to take these two leaves that I have here, and I'm just going to cut those in half. And I'm just going to cut the stem off, just a little bit of it. Make sure that we have it even. And I am going to just use these two leaves as like barrettes or bows. And we're just going to stick. I want to make sure I'm getting two that's the same size. So I'm going to look and see if, because I want the bows to be about the same size. Okay, we're going to go with these two. So cut that. That one didn't get in, so let's just cut this little piece off. There we go. So now we have our little leaves that we're going to be using as bows, and we're just going to glue them down on here just like this. So I'm just going to grab a glue stick like so. I'm just going to put a dab of glue right on that knot that we made, and we're just going to go ahead and stick that leaf right down on that glue. Just like that. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. I'm going to put that right there. And we're just going to go ahead and stick this ribbon right, or this leaf right down on there. Hold it and let it dry. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to work on the face. So, I'm going to be using felt for the face. And I'm just going to go ahead and do my best to cut out 2 circles. So I'm just going to try my best to make sure I get these circles as good as I can. And they don't have to be perfect. So that's what we're going to go with. So now I'm just going to put some glue on the back. And we're just going to glue that down here. And I am going to grab, I want to make sure that they're evenly. And I'm just going to grab some more glue. And we're just going to stick that right here. You can even use googly eyes if you want to. Totally up to you. It's good enough for me. And I am going to take a piece of that burlap ribbon. And I'm just going to cut off a little bit. And we're just going to cut this into a triangle. So we're going to go this way. And I'm just going to cut that little piece off. And I made a little triangle. And this is going to be the nose. And I'm just going to stick that right there. So just put a little bit of glue on the back. And we're just going to stick that down right there. This is what we have so far. Now what we're going to do is I am going to take my black Sharpie and I'm just going to draw in a smiley mouth. And you can use the thicker Sharpie to make it the mouth bigger if you want to. I don't know where mine is right now, so I have to go with what I have on hand. And now I'm going to take my burlap and I am going to make a ribbon. Now we know I am not the best at making bows and ribbons, but you know what? We're going to do the best we can. So I'm just going to play around with it for a minute. And I'm just going to do my best. So I'm just going to fold it like this. And then I'm just going to take this in and bring it up like that. Just to see how that looks. And I'm just going to go with it because it looks good to me. And I'm just going to put a little back there. And I'm just going to hold that until it dries. And here's the bow, as best as I can get it. And I am just going to go ahead and glue that in place. I'm just going to clean up my edges a little bit. Like that. And I'm going to stick that right here. So I am going to put some hot glue right on the back. I'm putting a good amount. And we're going to go ahead and stick that right here. I'm just going to hold that here for a little bit. Allow that time to dry. And the last thing I'm going to do is take my finger and use my pink chalk pastels and give our little scarecrow a little blush. So I'm just rubbing this on my finger. And I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit on here. It's hard to see, but it's there. Or you can use pink felt if you like. And here she is. Let's turn it up a little. This is what we have. And here she is. Our little scarecrow girl. yeah, so if you like this video, please give me a like and a thumbs up. Please feel free to share this video with your family and friends. If you are not ready, if you are not already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can become part of my YouTube family. And also ring your bell. That way you set your post notification, so whenever I post a video just like this one, you'll be notified. And with that being said, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch one of my videos. And I hope y'all all have a very nice day. Bye.